Welcome to YESS. I'm Steve Quirk. I'm the Executive Director here. Youth Emergency Services and Shelter is the largest emergency shelter in the state. In fact, it would be larger than many of them across the entire country. We have 60 beds in this facility, and we provide services to children birth through 17. On any given day, we'll have around 50 children here, and over the course of a year, up to 1,200 kids would come through a facility like ours. We're just real proud of our services because of our continuum of care, the counseling, the therapy, and really that diverse of an age group for both genders sets us apart from other shelters all across the country.
I really see YESS as kind of a safety net in our community, a place where kids and families can turn when their children are in need of a safe environment. So whether it's just for a few days or several months, whatever the need for that child is, we're here for those kiddos.
The community needs a service like ours because it is an emergency service, and many communities don't have this kind of capacity. So we're very fortunate to be in the community, very fortunate to have a lot of support from private donors and corporate partners.
And our staff really work great with the kids, providing individual attention to them. We also do some group work with the kiddos while they're here in lots of different areas. It might be anger management issues, it might be substance abuse issues, it might be bullying, and that's kind of a hot topic with our kids right now. So we try to search out those groups and those topics to really help the kids and provide more than just that shelter for the kids when they're here.
We provide a lot of different levels of counseling here at the shelter. As soon as a child comes into the doors of the shelter, they are immediately assigned a counselor. Those counselors work with them a minimum of once a week to help them maintain appropriate behaviors, levels of emotion, just to help their stay be successful at the shelter. We are seeing a lot of children who are presenting with histories of trauma. Some of the traumas and most of the traumas actually include abuse of some sort. We see a lot of children who present with mood disorders such as depression, anxiety. We see a lot of self-harm behaviors on the units as well, behavioral disorders, attachment disorders. So they're not just your typical kids coming through our doors. They have high level of needs, and we really need to have the staff prepared to meet those clinical needs.
A lot of times what we're really here to provide for kids is a structured, safe environment where they're provided different types of activities. We have a daily routine that we ask the kids to follow. We have lots of different volunteer groups coming in from the community.
When volunteers come to YESS, since we have children birth through 17, they can do potentially simple things like rocking a baby and playing with a toddler, but they can also tutor the kids because we have schools on campus and our kids do have a curriculum they follow. We also have a gymnasium on campus, so if folks want to come down and shoot hoops. But really we just challenge our volunteers to come down and be present with the kids, to be in the moment, connected with them and engaged with them. The kids realize when people come down here and decide to give that kind of time, and it means a lot to them, and it certainly means a lot to my staff and
I work at YESS because I really believe YESS kids are all of our kids. It's not a situation where a kid comes to YESS because they're a bad kid. I really believe there's no such thing as a bad kid or bad parents. There's bad luck and bad choices, and that's what gets people into the situation and needing our help. So it could be your child, it could be your niece, your nephew, or the neighbor down the street, or a kid you never met. These are all of our kids.